This Denver Broncos player is in line for a mega extension. What's up, everyone, and welcome to Denver Broncos Syndicate, part of the Sports Syndicate family of channels where we're dedicated to bringing you content about our favorite sports teams. I'm your host, Gage Madrid. Before we jump in, if you could just help me out with a massive favor, I would really appreciate it. We are just 75 subscribers away from 1,000. We are so close to our big goal and so close to getting this channel monetized. If you have yet to subscribe, it would be really awesome if you could help us out and do that by clicking the little red button below. Also, if you're already subscribed, a free and easy way that you can help support the channel is by leaving a like on this video as well as commenting and engaging with us. I really appreciate all the love and support that Broncos country has given us so far, so let's just continue to make this community bigger and better. When the Denver Broncos traded away Bradley Chubb to the Miami Dolphins, it left Broncos country wondering one thing: why? In his 2 seasons as Broncos general manager, George Paton has shown that he is clearly not afraid of making a trade deadline move. Last season, it was shipping Von Miller off to the Los Angeles Rams, and this year it was the Bradley Chubb trade. Besides being able to net 1st and 4th round draft picks, as well as running back Chase Edmonds in this deal, I think there's an even bigger reason why the Broncos elected to make this trade. Shortly after the trade became official, it was announced that the Dolphins and Chubb have agreed to a massive 5-year extension worth $110 million. That kind of money is right up there with what Von Miller was making with the Buffalo Bills, and although I'm a big fan of Bradley Chubb, to this point he probably has not shown enough to justify that kind of money. Albeit it's mostly not his fault, he's just not been able to stay on the field because of injuries. When he has been on the field, he's definitely looked the part of a $20+ million edge rusher, but the problem is he just hasn't been able to stay on the field up until this season. I'm definitely excited to see what Bradley can do in the South Beach, but at the end of the day, I feel that George Paton was smart by not paying that contract. Now, with a Bradley Chubb extension no longer looming on our books, the Denver Broncos have some freedom to do quite a bit more with that money. Since that trade, in essence, freed up $20 million in cap space, one player that the Denver Broncos are going to be looking at extending fairly soon is defensive lineman Dre'mont Jones. The former 3rd-round pick out of Ohio State in 2019 has really blossomed over these past few years at the interior defensive line. Now that Bradley Chubb is gone, Jones is the team's leader in sacks this season with 5.5, which is quite impressive for an interior defensive lineman. It shows that he is consistently generating pressure, which is actually really going to help out our edge rushers that are now without Bradley Chubb. Dre'mont Jones being able to generate pressure from the interior is really going to make life easier for guys such as Randy Gregory and Baron Browning and Nick Bonito. Jones has also been a monster in run defense, and he's established himself as a stalwart on the Broncos defensive line and somebody that the team clearly wants to be tied to for a long time. In his trade deadline press conference, George Paton said that the team is going to highly prioritize a Dre'mont Jones extension now that the Bradley Chubb money is off the books. Per an article from Pro Football Rumors, it's a bit early to speculate on what Dre'mont Jones could fetch on a long-term deal, but the upper echelon for inside rushers start with Cam Hayward's $16 million per year contract. 7 players reside between there and the Aaron Donald only tier, $31.6 million average annual value. The franchise tag might be a bit steep at this point, as it would cost $17.4 million to tag a D-tackle this year. That would, however, be the surefire way for the Broncos to keep Jones off the market. While the Broncos are now a team with a franchise quarterback salary on their books, Wilson's cap numbers do not rise too high until 2024. That would make a tag more palatable for the Broncos, though it is still early to determine if Jones's contract year will make him a worthy tag recipient. Now, in my opinion, the Broncos do not want to go the route of the franchise tag. The last time they did that was with Justin Simmons, and although they were able to get a deal done, it did get close there for a while. Although the Broncos have had a pretty good history with franchise tags prior to Justin Simmons, it was Von Miller, still, the team probably does not want to go that route with Dre'mont Jones. They want to keep their homegrown guys in the building, and they want to do right by them initially, as opposed to letting them hit the open market and potentially losing them. him. I imagine that we could see an extension for Dre'Mont Jones happen anywhere in the next few weeks, however it could happen towards the end of the season. Either way, I feel that the Broncos are going to highly prioritize keeping Dre'Mont Jones here for a long time, so I don't anticipate him going anywhere anytime soon. That's the main reason why I feel Bradley Chubb was traded. Alright Broncos country, what do you feel would be a fair number for a potential Dre'Mont Jones extension? Drop those comments down below, I would love to hear from you. Be sure to leave a like on this video as well as subscribe and ring the bell so these videos appear in your notification feed. And while you're at it, be sure to follow me on Twitter at Gage Madrid NFL for even more Broncos coverage. And for now, this has been another episode of Denver Broncos Syndicate. I am your host Gage Madrid, saying peace out and let's ride.